Hello, good day. So today we'll be developing this card component, and if you see, this card component has a discount section and then the type and then this price and then some features and then a button. So let's start, and this card component is inside a body. So let's start this. Save this, close this. Okay, to start with, let me take an HTML file. Okay, it's already there. Fine. Now I will make the initial structure, open the preview. Okay, so I would create a structure first. So it would be a div, the container component, the cart component. Inside that we would be having a div of discount component, and that would have the text up to 20% or something. And then we can create another div that would be of type. Okay, and then div dot price. Okay, and then div dot features. Okay, inside that we will have a ul that would have a list, different list. It could be on just some random text, it could be and it could be data. Okay, done. Now the features is done. The last thing will have a button, and that would be trial button. Perfect. Now we would start our styling. So for the sake of simplicity and for the sake of tutorial, I am doing the styling in the head element, but in general the best practice is to use a style sheet file separately. So to start with, I will mark the body with the background color so that we can see clearly. Some gray color I put, and then we'll start with dot card component. Okay, I make a spelling mistake. Okay, so the card component would have so of width 300 pixel. Margin would be auto, so I want to centrally align it. It's now centrally aligned, and margin top I want to give of say 100 px. Let's put some background color, maybe something blue violet. Yeah, so okay, we'll mark it a linear gradient. Blue violet, done. So let's pick up this color and then another color, another lighter tone will be that would go towards the downwards. Okay, so something like this, and it could be a bit down, a bit more lighter, and I could make this one also a bit more lighter. Yeah, perfect. Now let's mark it as okay, from this corner to this corner. Perfect. Now once this is done, could be I could make it a bit more lighter, if you see, and then the other one is further lighter. Yeah, like that. Okay, just a tinge of gradient. Okay, great. Now this is a card component. Then I will be putting the font family. So you want to go with Arial, and in general font size let's make it 16 px, and then fine, done. Okay, so let's mark this display flex, and then the flex direction should be column. Justify content space around, and align items center. Perfect, all done. So we'll start with this discount component. So the spelling is perfect. Now we'll mark this as start with the position of absolute, and it got broken. Now we'll mark that position relative. The nearest parent should be of type relative for the absolute to take effect, and in that case top will be 0 and left will be 0 as well. Now it is on top corner. Let's make the card component border radius a bit of border radius, maybe 10 pixels. Yeah, that's perfect. So here also we need the same border radius, but in that case we need only on the top corner border radius. I'll come to that. Before that, let's make the background color blue. How about this? Yeah, perfect. So here we need width. Let's start with the width. Make it 100%, so it would go till end. Padding, say in general, let's make it 5px, and then text align would be center. Yeah, perfect. Boxing. So see the discount div has gone outside, so because we have padding as well as the width 100%. So to accommodate this, we can do box sizing border box. This would so the width will be equal to the padding, margin, border as well as the content width. So now it's perfectly fitting, and now we can do border top left radius equal to 10px, so it will perfectly fit there, and we'll make this also the right. Fine, this is perfectly looking. Now we'll make the background a bit beautiful. So color, we can make it yellow because yellow looks green inside blue. So we can do some linear gradient. We can start with blue to blue. So we'll make a blue a bit dark to the same one, a bit light. I think something went wrong. RGB and this one, okay, a bit light. Yeah, so linear gradient. Yeah, so this is how it is. Background. I think I made a mistake. Okay, so this is the blue. Let me take this. Let me go here. Perfect. Now if you see the same one, and I will make these a bit more lighter. Let's see. Yeah, this looks perfect. Now what we do, maybe the font size. So let's make the font family. We'll make it a bit more impactful. Yeah, this looks perfect. And then font size, as this is an important text, so let's make it 20px. Yeah, this looks perfect. 5px, I think it's a bit less, maybe make it 10px. Yeah, perfect. Now to skew it, we have to put it inside a span, so that we can only apply the skewing to the span and not the complete discount div, otherwise the whole thing will be skewed. So transform skew, it will be in y direction, and we just want to give a bit skewing effect. Okay, now span is an inline element, so that is it's not taking effect, so we need to mark it as inline block. Now you see we have achieved this. Amazing. Now after that, what we would do, we'd go to the card component, and we'll mark the let's not mark the card component, let's mark, then take the type one. Type would be standard, and then we will have a price of say mark it 2000 per year, like that. Okay, now we will start with dot type. So type will be around, let's mark it margin top of say 50px, so that I can see it. Maybe make it something 60px. Yeah, and then font size, let's increase the font size to make it like 20px, a bit bigger. And font weight, let's make it 400, so that it gets some impact. And then after that we would be doing the price thing. Price would be margin also top, let's make it around same, maybe 15px, a bit more. Yeah, and we will mark font weight equal to say 600. Font size would be big, and size, let's make it 30px, a very big one, large one. Now here we don't want to be of the same, so we'll mark this same font weight and size. So what we'll do, we will take price span, I'm sorry, so here we'll put a font size equal to a very smaller one, and the weight as well, leave the weight, that would look, or we can mark it weight would be normal. Yeah, that looks perfect. We could put a space here. Yeah, that looks very perfect. And we can, let's mark the price a bit italic so that it gives some eye-catching thing. Now features will come to dot res features. Okay, features are looks perfectly okay. Oh yeah, we can take care of the font, probably font family, font size maybe. Let's make it a bit smaller font size. Yeah, that looks perfect. And then we wanted to give some line height, maybe 15 px, and maybe we can do dot features li. So we'll make the margin could be say 5px 0, how it goes. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, then we'll come to the button. Now button margin, so we'll give a different margin. So there will be around say 5px 0 or 15px 0, like that. Okay, fine. Now okay, features, we wanted to have some margin top, maybe 15px. Yeah, so now there is a clear gap, and maybe we can mark it 25. Yeah, now there is a good gap between everything. Now for the button, we can come here, we can mark. The first thing we will do, padding would be so the top will be 5px, and then it could be 30px. I want a really long button. And then font family, we could mark it not font family, font size, let's mark it around 12px. Perfect. Border would be none, and end, good. And then background color, will not take color, we'll take linear gradient, blue. So here again you go take this kind of blue, and then to this kind of blue. Yeah, color could be white, done. And then it's looking a bit slate kind of thing. Yeah, so instead of doing that, you can mark it like there. Yeah, like this. Cursor, you make it pointer, cursor pointer. Yeah, so on top, yeah, you could make it maybe 15px, it be more 10px, and then it could be 40px. Yeah, that looks. And border, we need a border radius of maybe 5px, how it looks. Yeah, that's perfect. So this is what we designed. Thank you.